Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Rosa here of Splat Communications. Before we start, please don't skip ads and don't forget to subscribe. Let's continue with part 3 of our reaction video to the recently released audio recording of Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. As in part 1, we shall react point by point.
Ano ang nangyayari sa bansa natin? Ngayon, mga kababayan, ay meron pa pong gagawin daw sila sapagkat meron na daw silang search warrant. Pagkatapos daw, isi-search ang aming lahat ng compound. At hindi daw kami papayagan na merong witness na sasama. At ang balita namin, kung ito'y totoo, sa reliable source ay nagsasabi na paplantingan daw kami ng bomba, guns, and drugs sa aming mga compound. Yan po ay aming babantayan. Sinabi ko na po muna sa inyo dito sa live na to para kung mangyari man ang mangyayari sapagkat wala po kaming ganon ay sila po may kagagawan nun.
Again, Pastor, we may commiserate with you and with what you are going through. However, it seems that you are deflecting the real issues with all these hunches from your reliable source. Is it also a white snake? This is absurd. If God is with you, then no one can be against you. So with all of these statements, you are already preempting whatever moves will be taken against you. First, you said that their moves will be illegal because they want to dispose of you. Now you are saying that they will serve a legal warrant of arrest for you and that evidence will be planted. As far as we know, isn't it the Senate and Congress who issued the warrant against you recently? I believe it's not a search warrant though but a warrant ad testificandum for you to answer the issues in both houses of Congress. So basically, this is something that is trying to model the issue based on the hearsay of your reliable white snake source, isn't it? Is it too difficult to face the both houses who are investigating the issues? It might really be scary. We believe that precipitated this message.
Ganito ka-evil ang kanila pong mga pag-iisip sa ngayon, masyadong desperado. Aywan ko kung bakit. Kung kayo nasa katotohanan, nasa kapangyarihan, bakit kayo natatakot? At huwag ninyong pasamahin ang aming mga abogado para sumama sa inyo sa pagsisearch. Kaduda-duda na yon. Hindi po pwede yon. Ano tayo? Bansang Hapon ng panahon ng giyera? Ano to, panahon ni Hitler? Na wala kaming pwedeng lawyer na sumama sa inyo, kayo-kayo lang. Pagkatapos, pwede nyo kaming barilin pagka kami nakikipag-usap na kailangang may witness para kamerahan namin ang ginagawa ninyo na wala kayong lusot kung meron kayong gagawin na kabulastugan. At pagkatapos, ipapatong ninyo sa amin. Pagka ito'y totoo, we will resist you. Hindi kami violent, pero hindi kami papayag na wala kaming mga witness na sasama sa inyo. Lawyer at saka barangay captain ang hinihingi namin na magiging witness sa lahat ng search na gagawin ninyo sa lahat ng aming pamamahay, kwarto o kung ano. At may lawyer kaming titingin muna sa inyong dokumento kung ano ang isi-search nyo, kung anong bahay, kung anong compound, kung ano lang ang dapat nyong gawin at ilang oras. Hindi to open-ended . Kailangan meron sisisi namin ng judge na gumawa ng search warrant na ito pagka hindi ninyo nirespect ang aming constitutional rights.
Dear Pastor, what you are saying here are all true that you should require witnesses during the procedure. That is what is right and is prescribed by law, so there is no point of contention here except for the fact that your anger is towards something that may or may not happen. Did your informant execute a notarized written affidavit to substantiate all the claims? That is why all of this up to this point leaves a very bitter taste. All of this stems from purely morites.
Huwag ninyong tapakan ang aming rights. Hindi din namin tatapakan ng rights ninyo bilang kayo ay nasa batas. Igagalang namin yon. Pero igalang din ninyo kami kasi meron kaming mga narinig na ginawan ninyo ng mga ebidensyang peke. Tinamnan ninyo pagkatapos ipapatong ang kaso sa amin. religious community po ito. This is a spiritual community. Once tumapak kayo dyan, sapagkat kayong nagdadala ng batas, respetuhin ninyo, you are on holy ground. Yan po ay mahal na mahal naming banal na dako. Huwag ninyong lapastanganin. Pero hindi namin kayo pipigilan kapag may search warrant kayo. Pero hindi kami papayag na hindi kami makakasama ng kasama namin, hindi makikialam sa inyo. Titingin lang sa lahat ng gagawin ninyo. Kasi hindi na kami kumpiyansa sa gobyernong ito. Gagawa sila ng paraan para kami ay bigyan ng kasalanan.
This has suddenly become so confusing. You are saying that it is the United States government, the FBI and the U.S. State Department plus the U.S. Embassy who are going to serve what you termed as rendition. Now you are saying that you will be served a search warrant. Which is which sandwich? This is so confusing except for the repeated shade and malice that is being thrown at the process that has not even started. All are just accusations and hearsay. If you only attended the Senate and congressional hearing, then you could have cleared your name. All these are just smoke, mirrors, and distractions to what needs to be answered.
Yan po, babantayan natin yan. Pag hindi sila pumayag, then siguradong magpa-planting sila ng evidence. Pag pumayag sila, then fair ang laban. Hindi namin sila pakikialaman, titingin lang ang aming mga witness na mga lawyer at saka barangay captain. At kung sino man ang mga witness na nandoon mula sa aming side, kasi nandoon sila. Hindi na pwedeng gawin wantonly ang kanilang gagawin doon sa aming mga compound na wala kaming witness. Because they can do anything to implicate us, to plant false evidences and charges against us. Ganon ang aming mga paningin dito. Kaya wag ninyo kaming pigilan para pantay ang laban natin.
Again, no disagreement here. You laid down the parameters of fairness, but in the same time, you also threw shade in the process by stating imagined scenarios. So what now happens if the warrant is clear and there was nothing planted? What happens to all your accusations? After you have spun all of it? Really? If you want fairness, then one also has to be fair, isn't it? That is how the world works.
Kasi nakikita namin na ang pamamahalang ito ay hindi na po matuwid. Biro ninyo, ginikipit kaming ganito, wala namang kaming ginagawa sa bansang ito. Sinabi ko na muli, hindi kami nagdi-deal ng drugs, hindi kami violenting tao, hindi kami terorista, mangangaral kami ng mga salita ng Diyos.
Everything you just mentioned can be easily proven. You have your track record to show. But why blame the government for all of these things? Had you only attended the Senate and House committee hearings, then you could have faced your accusers head-on. The people watching are intelligent. They would be able to discern who is telling the truth or not.
In fact, dito sa aming compound sa Tamayong, kami ang nakapagbigay ng peace sa mga kababayan nating sinisila ng CPP and PNDF, tinatakot at pinapatay. Ngayon, wala na sila, may peace na kami.
Being the anointed Son of God, then that is what is expected of you, to promote peace. So why are you hell-bent on spewing all your venom to the government when you just presented two scenarios, one illegal and the other one legal courses of action?
Ito namang gobyerno natin, ito ang ginagawa nila sa amin. Biro ninyo mga compound na religious ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ, ginaganito nila. Pero yung pagnanakaw nila sa gobyerno, wala silang sabi. Tiklop bibig, hindi sinisearch ang mga bahay na pinagbibili nila. Nagamit ang pera ng gobyerno.
Oops, there you go again, Pastor, deflecting the issues. If you or any of your reliable source have evidences against abuses, then you also have the right to file cases. But it is not in the spirit of fairness that you wantonly accuse people of stealing. Where is your proof regarding this?
Anong klase kayo? Sige, gawin ninyo ang gusto ninyong gawin sa amin. Pero kami tatayo sa aming constitutional rights. Whatever happens. Tatayo ako sa kalayaan ko sa bansang ito na pinakamatyan ng aking mga national heroes. Yan mga kababayan, bantayan po natin. Hindi po ako magpaparesto sapagkat ako po ay siguradong papatayin.
That is paranoia. We can't probably blame you. One statement you want to have a fair process, and then on the next statement you want to remain defiant. We would just like to remind you, dear Pastor, that all the activities you mentioned, the legal ones at least, are just a part of these agencies doing their work so that justice can be served to those who are alleged victims. This is not a personal attack against you, this is about the quest for justice for the victims. I hope that is very clear.
Kasi rendition na ang kanila, hindi na po extradition. Kaya wala na akong kalayaan at wala na po akong depensa sa sarili ko, kundi ang Panginoong Diyos lamang. Kung paano itinago ng Diyos si Elijah sa evil woman na si Jezebel, nang nagpakain sa kanya ay mga ibon na lang. Ganon din ang gagawin ng Diyos sa akin. Hindi ako ibibigay sa kamay ng masasama pag ganito ang pamamahala. It's an evil, unrighteous
administration. So let us get this straight. Your accusations are based on hearsay, while the accusations against you are based on signed written affidavits. If we are looking for righteousness, then it's best to look at signed sworn statements with the risk of perjury rather than from the informant. Is your informant infallible, Pastor? That what was fed to you take as gospel truth?
I am telling you that. Bantayan natin to mga kababayan ko. 73 years na po ako. Magse-74 years na ako dito. Lahat ng administrasyon na daanan ko na. Lahat ng mga naging pangulo. Mula kay Diosdado Macapagal. Mula po sa maliit pa ako kay Magsaysay. Kay Carlos P. Garcia. Kay Diosdado Macapagal. Kay Marcos Sr. Kay Cory Aquino. Pagkatapos kay Ramos, pagkatapos kay Gloria Macapagal, pagkatapos kay Erap, pagkatapos kay Ramos, pagkatapos si Aquino, Noynoy, pagkatapos ang ating Pangulong Duterte. Wala po kaming nadaanan ganito.
I agree and commiserate with you, dear Pastor. Imagine all those years and this happened just now. Have you not ever thought that you brought this upon yourself? If you had no case in the United States of America, if they were able to arrest you and put you in trial, then there would not be any CIA, FBI, State Department, U.S. Embassy involvement to speak of in the first place. If these things really exist or just in figment of the imagination of the scripture. All those years you mentioned, you never had cases against you. But now there are. We agree that you feel this unusual predicament to be in. It's sad this has come back to haunt you.
Naginigipit kami sa aming sariling bansa ng mga dayuhan na kasabwat ang ating pamahalaan na aking sinuportahan pa naman noong nakaraang eleksyon. Tandaan mo, President Bongbong Marcos, First Lady Liiza Marcos, pati ikaw, Martin Romualdez, hindi kayo dyan ngayon kung hindi kayo tinulungan ng SMNI at ng buong sangkatauhang Pilipino. Naniwala sila sa amin sapagkat ang SMNI lamang ang may credibility noong panahong yon hanggang ngayon. Ngayon, anong ginawa ninyo? Pinaggagawan ninyo kami ng kasalanan, inilagay ninyo kami sa kahihiyan, pagkatapos ibinilanggo pa ninyo ang dalawa naming mamamahayag, pagkatapos inaapi ninyo kami ng ganito-ganito lang. Ang aming pong tolerance, it has come to the rim. Our tolerance has been to the roofs already.
Oops. There you go again, dearest Pastor. With that statement, did you mean that since you help people during the elections, they need to shield you from prosecution? Is that really your honest perception? Is that how things are? Throw the law away because you owe me your position? I have never recalled God do that. Jesus is the way, the truth, And the light? I feel we are now coming to the climax, that may be next on part 4. Please don't miss it. Till next time. Stay safe. Bye.